Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar, your home for LEGO sets you probably don't care about. I have acquired all of the sets in a theme that a lot of people probably really aren't, definitely not wanting to collect. But this is Quattro. LEGO Quattro is a theme that had a very short run between about 2004 to 2006. There's only 10 sets. Depending on what you see on Bricklink and Brickset, there may be 9, but there's 10. Uh, Brickset has an extra one that's not really a set. Bricklink has an extra one that's actually the same set that had 2 different runs. Uh, I have all of the sets. I just don't have all of the boxes. I do have all of the tubs. So there were 4 different types of brick tubs. There was the Quattro truck, and there were about 4 boxed sets that came in like standard Lego boxes, or boxes that had cutouts in them. So I don't have those boxes, and I just looking at these parts and how big they are, they probably would easily destroy a box as I destroy these pieces touching them. So there's not a lot of different variety in Quattro. Quattro has some clutch issues. It's not really designed to have the tight clutch because it is for the younger builders, as we'll see on some of these boxes. And I'm going to do something. I'm probably going to be even lazier than Lego was in coming up with the box art, because I noticed on the box art it's some of the same kids, some of the same parts, even though it's different sets. I just think they had a real quick photo shoot with a couple of kids, and that was your box art or tub art for these sets. I will say that I was pleasantly surprised in building my Quattro tower. I built a 14-foot Quattro tower, did a short on it. I kind of wish I'd filmed the process. I didn't set up the tripod to record me building it. I was home alone. I would just say, when I got to the upper spire of my tower, my ladder, I only was using a 6-foot ladder, and I had a 14-foot ceiling, so I really couldn't reach the top unless I stood on the top rung of the ladder, and even then I probably couldn't have reached it. So I had to build a spire of bricks at the top and then place them. I had that cringy feeling, or the queasy, maybe that's a better word, feeling. If you're, and some people may not be able to relate to this, but I have kind of it at times can be an overwhelming fear of heights. It's like I'm fine on roller coasters. Anything that I can't jump off of, I'm pretty fine. But like I was fine when we went up to Sears Tower, whatever that's called now, in Chicago. They had that overlook. I was fine. At first, I thought I was going to be terrified, but I was fine. But if it's open air, I'm very scared. But so even only being on a 6-foot ladder and holding that, I had that feeling like I'm going to jump off of the top of a building. It was. I don't know why I felt that way. And then, is the tower going to fall? But the bricks held up. And I think if I did this outside on a non-windy day on a level surface, you could probably build a pretty high tower. They seem to hold up. So I didn't even use all of my bricks from all 10 sets. So I do have actually more than 10 sets here on the table. I have the 10 sets plus all the extra pieces. So we'll go through and we'll talk about the sets and the interesting pieces, and then I'll shut up. I don't have all of the boxes, so some of these sets aren't in the official Lego box. This box here has set 5349, which is the box of 100. So there would have been 100 Quattro blocks, which is a lot, but they did have the 1x2. And so Quattro, I don't know if I'll go through every different element in Quattro, but there's very limited color palette. So you have standard red, you have yellow, and you have orange, you have bright green, this lavender magenta color, I forget what they call it. You have blue. I think those are the main colors. Like for instance, orange only came in a 1x2. They only made the 1x2 in orange. Yellow had 2x4 bricks, 2x2, and there's a slope piece. I think magenta was only the 2x2. Blue had the slope piece, so there's a yellow one and a green one. The yellow one is rare. Talked about that in the video with the Quattro boy. So very limited color palette. I think green also is just the 1x4 in this. So things like that make interesting challenge in builds and stuff. So the 100-piece set, there's nothing specifically rare in there. So that is the 5349. I'll try to go through these in the numerical order. How about that? I'll get my little list from BrickSet. So the next one is 5355, which is the small bucket. So I do have, only got one copy of this. Mine's actually in pretty good condition. But there's that kid in his overalls that you'll see again. Oh yeah, and in these, I don't know if these count in the pieces, but the lids, the ones that come in the tubs, the lid is buildable, and they'll show that on the box art. So this is 5355. It only had, what, 20 pieces, I think? The small bucket, yeah, 20 pieces. There, and you can build a chicken or something. All right, so that's 5355. The next one going up numerically is the red tub. Oh my goodness, I can't reach it from here. Let's go get the red tub. This was hard to get. Not the pieces, the box. But I finally found one, 5356. Medium Quattro bucket, has 50. And again, there's the kid. But he's building on the red lid. Oh, and there's the eyeball pieces. I forgot about the face. And people noticed that when I built the tower. There's one with eyes and one with a mouth. There's the mouth. So you can kind of have this face thing. That only came in the yellow 2x2 version there. So this was the 50-piece bucket with the red lid. So this is the only box like this. So that was 5356, the medium Quattro bucket. What's next on the list? Oh, this is the one that's controversial. I think these are my extra pieces. So we have 5357. Wait a minute. I got another one. What is this latest? Got this at Goodwill or something. And 5357. So this is where the discrepancy comes in. If you look closely, these are different. Now, is this the front? Like, see, I'll go let you see both sides to see that they have different labels on them. But they're still 5357. This shows how the standard Lego connects to Duplo, connects to Quattro. I'll show that in a minute. But I think this is the main side of it. I think. There's that kid. I think she appears in other boxes. But this is 70 pieces. 53, 57, 53, 57, 75 pieces. So Bricklink does acknowledge that there are two different versions of this numbered set with different parts. That's a pretty big difference to 5 pieces. So I count this as 2 different sets, even though they have the same set number. So this is why you could say maybe there's only 9 sets, but they're different. I mean, even the box art is completely different, even though it's the same set number. But this explains one of the differences between Bricklink and BrickSet. Again, Bricklink acknowledges the 2 versions. BrickSet currently does not. All right, the next one. This one was the hardest one to get. I actually bought this from some guy overseas only for the box. And it's quite expensive to ship. And so we got the same 2 kids, the girl and the boy. I don't believe they built this tower. Now, it is appropriate, though, that they built some random tower, and because that's what my grandson likes to do. So the difference between them and my grandson would have knocked it over already. That's why I had to build my tower when he wasn't here. Oh, look, they built a Quattro lion and elephant there. But yeah, this is, how many pieces did this one have? This large tub is 100. How they fit 100 pieces in here is crazy. There's a lot of smaller Quattro elements. But yeah, 53, 58, the Quattro extra large. Next up is 5361. Oh, I forgot which one of these I put it in. I think it's this one. I don't know if I wrote it on here. Oh yeah, 5361. So I use a 5357 bucket for my 5361, but 5361 would have come in a box like that. And so I do not have the box. And if any of these box sets, if anybody knows where I can get one, let me know. I've never seen them come up for sale. I could have missed them when they've come up for sale, but I've personally never seen them. So again, it wouldn't have come in this tub, it would have come in a box, but it's just 50 pieces. And that's 5361. The next one of my favorites, of course, is the Quatro truck, which they call it the Mountain Climber. And this would have come with 15 pieces, and the pieces would have been in a bag. And so this accounts for another discrepancy between BrickSet and Bricklink. On BrickSet, at the end of the list, there is a set called Bag of Bricks, 15 pieces. A bag of bricks would have been the bag that would have been in the back of this and strapped in to the truck when you bought this at the store. So basically, you had had this truck, and there would be a mesh bag of these 15 pieces back here, and it'd be all tie wrapped or however they had it. I've not found a sealed one, like an uncut one, but yeah, this bag of bricks that's on BrickSet, yeah, that is not really a set that was sold separately. There would have been, I don't know, unless, they got, I could be wrong, they have a retail price. I just think it's an error. I'm pretty 100%, I'm almost 100% sure that was the bag that was in here. Now the truck itself, it had a play feature, a sound. My batteries are dead. It says batteries are not replaceable. Somewhere on here or somewhere in the information, the batteries are not replaceable. I want to try to replace them. So in order to get to the electronics in there, I got to open these tabs, which aren't designed to be open. And since I only have the one truck, I don't want to risk it. I want to buy another one. That way, if I break it, I still have one. So I do want to attempt it. And like one of my things came off over here. Oh, you know what? I've been letting my grandson play with this. I just now noticed this. He may have put a little bit of pressure on there. Let's see something here. I just noticed this. Yeah, that tab shouldn't be sticking out like that. Oops. They're pretty tough. Another one on that side came out. That's where you don't really want to sit on this. He may have sat on it, Potsy. But yeah, that would have been the Mountain Climber. Oh man, I picked those pieces up and then I dropped them again. Making videos is hard. All right, so next on my list is the Quatro set, Quatro Boy set, which is my first Quatro figure, which I did a whole separate video on it because it's got the ridiculously valuable Quatro Boy there. So I have a whole separate video on this. This was the one with all the rare parts, the Quatro Boy, the blue 2x4, which is rare, and then this yellow slope, only in that set. But there is another piece that's rare, and it's going to be in the last set. And with all the pieces falling and me moving things around, I've just realized I'm missing a 2x4 blue brick. There's supposed to be two with this set, and I had one of them out the other day. And I don't know if Milo got it. I don't know where it is. Before I finish this video, I'm going to need to find that piece. But anyway, let's get to the last set, which is this one. It is set 5476, my first Quatro set, and it has some of the standard Quatro pieces, but it has this piece, the Quatro wheelbase. It's got kind of a Duplo vibes to it. But it is the only Quatro wheeled piece, and it was only in that set. So this is a pretty rare set, but it hasn't reached the astronomical value of the pieces in that set. And now I'm really worried about my 2x4 brick. Where did it go? I walked around the table, and then I saw it. It's over here behind this. Right there. This, your rare blue 2x4. I'm eventually going to make a short on this. I got to figure out how I want to do it. But anyway, Quatro takes, let's see, Duplo can connect to Quattro. So those 4 Quattro, like that, I'm starting with a Quattro 2x2. These are Duplo. So it took 4 to cover it, but that's not the full volume of the, to get the full volume, it takes 8. So it takes 8 bricks to equal 1 Quattro brick. So you have that combination. And I'm not going to do because then for each of those with regular system bricks, it would take 8 bricks. Oh, what did my grandson? I had 8 bricks on this table, and my grandson took one of them. What do you do with it? There. So 8 system bricks make 1 Duplo brick. So it's a proportional thing there. So yeah, Quattro connects to Duplo, which can connect to system bricks. There's another one that people often don't talk about. That's Primo. And a Primo made an adapter like that that can connect to Duplo, which in turn, Duplo, let me just do it this way. Take one of these off. Duplo can connect to Quattro. Boom. Which can connect to Duplo, which can connect to system. So there I got Primo adapter to Duplo to Quattro to Duplo to system. I wish you could do it in like an exact order, but I don't know where Primo fits and all of that. And there's other systems like the I didn't go and get a Modulex brick, but the jumbo bricks, they're not compatible. Then there's the soft bricks. I haven't found any compatibility with those. Those are some of the main different builds that aren't compatible. These they have too wide of studs to do anything. At least, yeah. And then with the problem with Duplo is like the 2x4 bricks have this piece here, so you can't actually connect a 2x4 brick. You have to, yeah, it won't connect. But it's weird. The plate will. So why they did that? I mean, it's like a plate will connect, but the 2x4 brick won't because of those little ridges in there in this cross support. But then once you put the plate on there, it works. And then maybe it's not the ridges. Maybe it's just that cross the neck because these have the little ridges and they still connect. But yeah, I cannot. Why can I not? It will not. Oh yeah, it's in between the 2 tubes. There's a little piece in there. That's why you can't connect them. So that's some of the compatibility that you can have with it. And I spent couple of minutes talking about that. I need to figure out how to put that in like a 45-second short. Primo, Duplo, Quattro, Duplo, Quattro, Duplo, system. Yeah, something like that. So I don't know if I covered everything you need to know about Quattro, but at least I did cover everything you didn't know you didn't want to know, or something like that. So I am pretty much Quattro complete. Again, I do want to get another of the Quattro trucks. You can find those usually around $30, but then the shipping kills you. I just need to get another one just for I want to hear what the sounds were like. So even if you had a brand new one that had never been touched, the batteries would be dead here 20 years later from when it came out. What was the year on this? This one, 2005. Yeah, so this theme again was between about 2004 2006. Interesting theme as far as an attempt to do another scale of Lego bricks, but they must have not done as well as they hoped, and it was gone after Quattro Boy. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I'll be back tomorrow with something, and yes, and other than perhaps me making a short, you probably won't have to see me talk too much about Quattro. I can't guarantee that I won't talk about it, but I don't have to talk about it anymore. Now I got to go find a corner of the basement to put all this in. And it takes up a lot of space.